Alrighty, welcome back to another video, everyone. Today we are on a little bit of a road trip. I'm going east. We're gonna go to Tri-Cities. Kind of running away from the rain because it is just drenched over there in the forest. So we're gonna head out to Tri-Cities, hopefully get some riding in, and maybe just continue on from there. I don't really have a place that I'm gonna stop. Like, I don't really have a day to be back, so we're just kind of gonna go with the flow and see what the road has to bring us. All aboard. Let's get going. By the way, look at this scenery behind me. It's beautiful. Alright, and we have made it to, well, technically my second stop, but I didn't film yesterday. I hit the Jeanette Taylor Park, or the Richland Skate Park. And it was just super windy, leaves everywhere, so I just kind of cruised around, got the blood flowing. But today, it's actually the next day, we were standing in what I believe to be the best mini ramp in Washington. I haven't been everywhere in the state, but I mean, this thing's probably as best as it gets. Let me show you. Here's the mini ramp. Basically a 6-foot spine, I think, and then another little street spine next to it, and then a roller that is way too steep for its own good, so kind of got to jump it. Extension on both sides. We got quite the gnarly sub box. I mean, look at it from the bottom. I mean, that thing is gnarly. I mean, it's like kind of the perfect height, but it's a little far out, so it's like just scary enough. And then this is sick. This is probably one of my favorite features right here. You can jump in or out of the spine on this kicker ramp, which is sick, I think. As you can probably hear, it's still a little windy, so we're just gonna cruise around today. I'm by myself, don't really want to get broke off, so we're just gonna jump some stuff. We'll see what happens. I don't really feel like doing any tricks, but I do have a clip of me here a long time ago doing, like, I think I did a 3 on the spine maybe. No, now that I think about it, I think I just float around, but I'll put that in.
Yo, my God, I'm so good.
You guys probably won't get to see any tricks today, as you can. I'm looking at the mic and the thing is just whipping in the wind. Super gnarly out here. It's like constant 25 with gusts of 40. So in the beginning of the video, I said I was running away from the rain. Well, I ran away from the rain into a windstorm. So here we are. We're actually gonna go sightsee after this, which I'm really excited for. I'll explain that when we get there. And yeah, we're gonna go into uncharted territory after the park, because this is the farthest central I've been, I guess. I've been to Yakima. I've never been like north of there, so it'll be pretty cool. The sun poking through these trees is so gnarly right now. Every time I come up this side, I just get like flashbang. And my lens just broke. So crazy, bro. I do have like a Best Buy thing, so hopefully they cover it. But damn, dude. No bueno. Alright, so I am on the phone with Best Buy right now. I'm so thankful. When I bought my camera and my lens, I got all my stuff from Best Buy for the most part. I got their like total membership or something, so I have protection under all the stuff I bought. So I think they're saying I can just take my lens in and they'll order me a new one. So this one still works for now, but it's all crooked and stuff. I'll make it work. I can't retract it or anything. So I do have another one, but it's a 18 to 45. This is a 10 to 18. So this was my favorite lens. But we'll get a new one. It's all right. All right, well now we gotta be a little more strategic about where we place our tripod. So I'm gonna keep it low to the ground Not really sure what quality of footage we're gonna get like that, but jumped this a few times. I would use my other lens here, but this is a pretty small mini ramp, and with the 18 and 45 it's just so tight and zoomed in, I had to put my tripod like over there. Maybe we'll give it a go in a little bit if I can't get enough footage, but I mean, we got plenty of stuff to go look at anyway, so we'll probably only be here for a little bit. Honestly, for as blind as it is because of the sun, it feels great. I'm gonna try and take my hands off. I had to give it the good old 3, man. I was too stoked on the foot jam, even though they're like little tricks, but it's fun. Oh, that's slippery. Oh! I mean, this thing's so gnarly, dude. I'm gonna get a shot just to show you guys like what I have to do to get speed to hit this. Oh, the wind is crazy. Don't blow my camera over too. Alright, now we're gonna take the speed. Alright, I think that's gonna be it for this park. You can tell my lens is pretty messed up, so we're gonna keep it pushing. Another reason why I love this park too is because I grew up on the Columbia River, but in Vancouver, so the fact that there's a skate park basically on the Columbia River 3 hours away is super cool. And I actually think we're gonna follow this up to the next spot. So, all right, so we are standing right at the point where the Columbia River and the Snake River merge together, and it's actually pretty incredible. I guess Lewis and Clark, when they arrived here with their team, they camped here for the night and stuff. I think it's called Sacagawea Park. Pretty cool, check it out. I believe that's a Columbia. Flows out that way. And this is the Snake River that comes in through here. And I think they eventually go all the way down there. This one's a little scary. Almost at it. There it is. Oh man, that 180 foot jam tail whip thing was a little scary because, as you can see, if I get flung off the back, I might tumble into the water. I didn't take like any of my stuff out of my pockets or nothing. I just went with it, but it worked out. And I think it made for a pretty cool shot. I wish I forgot my little phone. I'm using my phone because I pedaled out here and I didn't want to bring my camera. So if I had my little phone tripod set up, I could have put it up a little higher so you could see the water, but you guys get the point. Everything you see behind me and everything you saw in the clips I provided is basically a result of all the water just rushing through here really fast, slamming into the walls, taking all the landscape with it. And now you're left with this kind of low-lying land with cliffs all around you. And there's even more cliffs that go deeper into the valley over that way, but I'm not really trying to walk that far. I don't even know how far we're going to get down here. I didn't expect to walk through a valley, so we'll see how far we get. So imagine from this way, 1,000-foot wave, maybe even more, just a wall of water comes at you and just rushes through this valley at unimaginable speeds. Just ends up carving out all those cliff sides because all the water is just washing through there. It's actually pretty insane. And the story is that Lake Missoula back in the day had an ice dam that had burst over by Missoula, Montana, and it was like 500 cubic miles, I think, of water released in 48 hours. So that kind of gives you an idea of how fast the water was just rushing through here. And so basically from here, the water rushed down into the Columbia River and cut through the Columbia River Gorge all the way out to the Pacific Ocean. And that's why the Columbia River Gorge has such like an iconic scenery and look to it. See some of the boulders over there that were just left when the water receded. All these little rocks you see floated down with the water and were just left here. But then you look over here, there's a bunch of these massive ones. Alright, we got a waterfall. We got a glimpse of a body of water over there. I know I said that I probably wasn't going to walk very far, but I can't help myself. When I'm out here this far, I'm like, I might as well just keep going. I'm already this close. So we'll see what it looks like down here. Alright, well, since I still got a bit of driving to do, I think we're going to turn around here. As you just saw, we saw a couple lakes right there. We got a waterfall, and then my favorite is just being in a valley surrounded by cliffs. I don't know why, but I kind of wish we could have got a view of it from up top, but maybe I can find something on our way out of here, but it's not looking too good. So either way, I'm just stoked to finally see this with my own eyes. I've heard about it for a couple years now, but I've just never made the drive. Alright, so we just came from down there. Went up a little bit of elevation to show you this. How much farther down it goes. We didn't even go all the way to the bottom. Doesn't look too crazy on my camera. Maybe I'll film it with my phone. Alright, so it is the next day, and I stopped at some rest stop. I think it's called like Sprague or something like that. So I woke up to a beautiful sight, as you just saw. We're about, I don't know, 40 minutes from Spokane, I think, something like that. So we're going to go there, try and hit some BMX for a little bit. And then we're going to keep it pushing. I think we're going to go all the way to Missoula, Montana. So it'll be fun. I haven't been into Montana, so it'll be cool to check that off the list as well. So hope you enjoy. Alright, we have made it to Montana. I'm super stoked. This is my first time being in the state. The drive was absolutely beautiful. Went through some clouds and stuff. It was pretty cool. I did go to the skate park earlier, but I only had about 45 minutes before it started raining, and there were kids all over the place. So I'm hoping to get some footage tomorrow morning. I'm not really sure. It's pretty wet out there right now. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, if not, I can hit another park on the way home somewhere. But super stoked to mark Montana off the list of states I visited. So this is rad. Our view from our hotel room. Pretty cool. Mountains are on the other side of the building, but yeah, as you can see, it's pretty wet. Alright, and with typical fashion, we are at another skate park where it's too wet to ride. And, you know, I knew it was going to be too wet to ride, but I had to come check this place out anyway. I guess we probably won't be doing any more BMX in Montana. Gonna head back home. It's kind of that iffy time of year where weather starts to change a lot really fast, so we'll see what happens. Alright, well, random stop in Leavenworth. I've never been here before, so it's super cool to see all the buildings and just the way they have this town set up. Honestly, might come back. This is really cool. It's early in the morning, super cold, so nothing's open. No one's out here, so I just wanted to stop by and see it with my own eyes. And it's definitely worth it. It's a bit of a gnarly drive yesterday, but I was driving in the dark for most of it, so I didn't see anything, and then I was going in and out of fog and clouds, and it's pretty brutal, but here we are. Gonna head back home, maybe hit a skate park, get some more riding footage for the video, and call it a wrap. Well, I figured since we're in town, I'd come check out the skate park. I saw pictures of it on Google, but it's kind of hard to tell like how big a bowl actually is, or just a skate park in general from Google Images and maps and stuff like that. So it's a pretty cool bowl. It's not very deep, not really my style. I probably won't come back here just for the skate park, but if I'm ever in the town with like homies or something, then yeah, I'm gonna bring the bike and shred this place up. But there is also a pump track over here. It seems like pump tracks are like the newest, biggest thing, and I'm not the biggest fan of them, but I'm super stoked that they are a thing because it helps get the kids into it and stuff. And you can find like gaps and transfers and stuff, but I'd rather ride a good bowl with some vert, you know. Pretty cool little pump track. Like how it's got 3 runs. Got these mountains in the background. We got some puddles. That's alright. You can carve around it, right? That's what it's made for. Pretty sweet. Alright, I'm home now. It's been a couple days. Just wanted to hop on here real quick and say thank you to everyone who watched the video. I didn't do an outro when I was on the road, so I guess this will be it. Ended up in Leavenworth, which was really cool. Didn't expect to drive that far, but I had to. On the way home, unfortunately, didn't get to do any more BMX riding because the weather was really gnarly. It was either rain or wind, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go home. I got enough footage, we got to explore, so super thankful for that. So thank you all for watching. Leave a like if you liked the video, comment down below if you have anything to say, and we'll see you on the next one.